Hello and welcome to part 2 of downloading service manuals from the internet. As you may recall, in part 1 we showed you how to download service manuals, rename them, group them up, and how to merge them into one file. So a little brief overview. Of course, we were at Cardane.com and we've chosen a manual. I'm on a different manual at this point and I've run into an issue and I just wanted to show you how we can work around that. But as you may recall, we were downloading each individual section of a manual and we had to rename them, of course, because they came down as like SM01, SM27. We wanted to group them up in some kind of normal, easy to read fashion. And then we went ahead and we merged these files using a program called Nitro. I was using an older program, Nitro 8. For this video, I'm on a different rig. I'm using a newer version of the Nitro program, Nitro 13.9. But again, there's many different programs out there you can use that will allow you to edit PDF files. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty far into this manual. I've downloaded all kinds of different sections. I've numerically sequenced them so they stack in the order I want them to appear in my manual. And now we simply wanted to merge them all together into the individual sections. So I've got 3 for transmissions and driveline, 4 steering and suspension, 5 anti-lock brakes. And I ran into a problem which I've got a workaround for, which I'd like to share with you at this point. First, I'm going to start by showing you the issue at hand here. And let's try to combine our files. I'm just going to combine my transmission and powertrain section. So I'll click on the top one to highlight it. Hold my shift button, click on the bottom to highlight them all. Click open, and it loads them up. Now, as before, I want to create my file. So I'm going to create it. And I know I've got a problem with this, so I'm not going to type in the complete title because this can be a little time consuming. I'm just going to give it its main group number, which is 03, and I'm going to hit save. And now you see it's starting to combine the files. Now as they combine, you'll see that the little check marks are going to change color. There we go. It's combining file 1 with file 2. And file 3 should be coming in, 4, 5, 6, and it's stalled at number 7. That tells me that there's a problem with number 7. And it's not going to combine. It's going to sit here all day like this. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to incorporate some type of workaround to get all these files to merge together. But right now, I know my trouble file is number 7 because that's where it stopped. So what I need to do is I need to cancel out of it. And we'll reduce our Nitro Pro for a moment. Okay, so it's stalled on file number 7. Now here's our workaround. For some reason they won't combine. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe certain files were done on different machines where they have different defaults for when the person is making the PDF, or there may be different permissions set to where they really don't want you to combine these files together. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify our trouble file, which in this case is number 8. We're going to modify it and make ourselves a copy that has no permissions attached to it, which will allow us to modify this file and merge it together. So what I've simply done is because it's far too much work to go through to have it all fall apart on you at this point. So what I've done is I've gone to Google and I've downloaded a very easy program. It's free, called Qt PDF Writer. And what that does is it allows you to take any kind of document that you might have and turn it into a PDF file. And we'll show you how that works. So I'm going to get down out of here, and we were at number 8. So I'm going to click on number 8, or actually what I'll do is I'll put number 8 into my PDF modifying program, and there it is. Now To make a copy of this file with no permissions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print it. And you'll see the cute PDF writer comes up as a printer. So make sure that's set as your default printer. It's not going to print anything. It's going to make a copy of that file with no permissions in a PDF form. Hit print and let it do its thing. Okay, and you see a window's come up behind it. Let's get to that window, and there's the file. I'm simply going to put it on my desktop for the time being. And then I'm going to get out of it in my Nitro program. Okay, now you can see that I have a copy of that file that I've run through the cute PDF writer on my desktop. I'm just going to drag it over into my folder, and it sees it as a duplicate folder or a duplicate file. So I'm going to hit move and replace. It's going to replace with a copy with no permissions. Okay, so there it is. Now let's go back and try to merge our files again. Now there may be more than one file in here, so we're going to take a look. More than one file that has an issue. So I'm going to do my 3 section, my transmission section. Open it up. As you recall, last time it installed on, I believe it was number 7 or number 8. Going to hit create, and let's see how it merges. You'll see the boxes change color as the files do become combined. And we've got 1. 2 is being combined now. 3. And if we do have trouble with another file, it'll stop at that file as well. If not, it'll give us one big combined PDF. And just a few more moments. It does take some time. Okay, and it appears that we do have a problem with file number 11, 3-11, because that's where it's installed again. So we're going to repeat that process. Can simply cancel out of it. And I've now printed my PDF file through Qt PDF Writer and stored it to my desktop. That was my trouble file, so I'm going to again drag it over. File number 11, put it in here. It's going to ask me to move and replace. That's the option I want to take. It's going to replace with a copy without restrictions on it. And now we'll try our merge again, see if our files will combine. As I said, you may have to do this several times, but it beats going through all that work and not being able to merge them all. So I'm going to stack them all together again. Hit create. Okay, and I've labeled my file. This is could be the combined version, and I'll put it in the folder where I want it to end up. Already got 3 sections done. Let's save it, and we'll see what happens. If there's any problem, the program will stall. If not, it'll simply combine the folders for us. But it will open up if it is successful. And they are combining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 was our trouble file. It's gone right past it. Once it's done compiling, we have one complete manual section, I should say, not complete manual. We're going to later on merge the whole thing into one complete service manual. So now let's get out of it, check our file, and hopefully everything is done properly. And there is my transmission driveline section. And there we go, all our individual folders. Again, nice and tight. Looks good. Okay, so that is the workaround for combining files if they do stall in your PDF combining program that you're using. Hope this has been helpful. Again, stay tuned for other videos that will possibly help you in your endeavors to do this type of thing. Thanks for watching and have yourself a great day.